everyone, it's Hannah here and welcome back to another video. Today I'm super excited because I'm finally starting a new series in this channel. It is entitled I Be With Me, and this is basically a series where I share with you guys some study tips, organization tips when it comes to school, and that is because currently I am taking IB. It is a rigorous curriculum for senior high, and there are a lot of things that I developed, such as study habits, that I wanted to share with you guys. However, if you're not IB, this video is still perfect for you if you want to get some study tips from me and how I do things, because this can apply to different curriculums. Disclaimer, the tips that I will be giving today might not work for you, but this is the system that works for me. And so if you guys have any suggestions, go ahead and comment down below so that we could help each other get through school. So without further ado, let's just get started! So the first tip for me is to have a planner. So your planner is your best friend. I know some people who can literally memorize their homeworks in their mind, but for me, if I did that, it wouldn't work out and I'd probably forget everything. This is the planner that I have. It is a Muji binder. This is also what I use for taking down notes, which I'll talk more about later. This is where I plan everything to do with school, and I use it the whole entire school year. Which leads me to my second tip. So my second tip is going to be a detailed explanation on how I plan my schoolwork. It's very similar to bullet journaling. My system has two categories. The first one is monthly. I bullet journal my monthly calendar in a way that is organized from Monday to Sunday. You can see I have the month on top. I just put the days of the week according to their date on the month. It looks very minimalist, and as you can see, I have all my tasks laid out in boxes and I put them on the day that it is due. If it's not a task, I would just put the event or whatever it is on that day so that I know that I don't have to accomplish it, but it will just come. So this system is effective for me because it lets me see everything that is coming so that I won't get surprised. I can see everything in one look, in one glance, but at the same time it's super minimalist so it doesn't overwhelm me. And beside each month, since IB has a lot of readings, I just put the books that I need to read by that month so that I don't end up cramming. IB has a tendency to have a lot of tasks, a lot of deadlines, and checkpoints, so having everything laid out for me is the most effective way to not forget your tasks. For me, the most effective way to go about school is to take it week by week. Every weekend before the next week, I have a sticky note, and in that sticky note, I put in all the tasks that are due the coming week. And so that allows me to finish everything that I need to do at the weekend. And if I don't do it on the weekend, I can do it during the week. The reason why I like to do things a weekend before the week is because personally in my school, they like to give spontaneous homeworks or tasks that are due on the same week. And so this avoids cramming so much. It makes you do things really early and not cram all your tasks. And at the same time, you're not too overwhelmed because you're just focusing on this week, this certain week. So I like to put them in checkbox so that I could cross it out when I'm done. And beside each task, I also put the day when it is due so that I know how to prioritize. All the Mondays will come first, all the Tuesdays will come second, and so on and so forth. My third tip would be all about filing. So there's two types of filing. The first would be digital. In my school, we use Google Drive, and so I organize all my notes according to term, and in each term I put a folder for every subject so that it's easy to navigate all the requirements and all the things that I work on in the Google Drive according to their labels. Now, the second type of filing is, of course, physical filing. I know some people who prefer to put all their papers in one folder. Some put all their papers in different folders or in one like hardbound box. I'm not sure what you call it. Basically, the tendency for this is for things to be so unorganized to the point where when a teacher asks you for a certain paper, you have no idea where it is and it takes forever to find it. And so I wanted to avoid that kind of habit. The most effective way for me is to keep an accordion folder. Now this one is a clear accordion folder that I have been using this particular brand since I was grade 7 because it has so many folds, and this one makes it easier because there are dividers, and so you could just pull out your handout from science, from math, or any of the subjects. So I just labeled them accordingly. Now you might be wondering, Hannah, what happens to all the papers that you're done with, that you don't need? Do you just keep it there? Of course not. My way of organizing all the things that I'm done with after a term or after a quarter, it depends on your school. I like to put them in clear folders or clear books. I have two types of these. The first one is for my normal subjects like business, TOK, CAS. I keep them in this clear folder after I'm done in every term, and I organize them to like quizzes, seat works, handouts. But as for my literature subject, since it has a lot of text, it's very word heavy, I prefer to get a binder clear book where there are refills and it is thick, so you won't have to have multiple like thin clear books, but you can just keep everything in one. So I do this for Filipino and language and literature. So the fourth tip would be on note-taking, and for me, I just use this Muji notebook as well. Inside, it is just divided into 5 categories where I label all my subjects. And the reason why binders are the most effective notebooks is because you can arrange and fix things when you make mistakes or when you want to organize your notes. So if you guys want me to make a video about note-taking, how I revise my notes, how I take down notes, then comment down below so I know that you're looking forward to that kind of video. So my last and final tip would be about space. I really suggest that you have at least a table and a small section where you can store all your things for school so that everything is in one place and it's not disorganized. This helps so much when you need to grab something. And for me, I just have one shelf where I keep all my things for school, so my books, my folders, my pens, and as well as my different types of papers that I use. So that is basically all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, please give it a thumbs up, and if it helped you, go ahead and comment down below. But if you guys have other tips, then don't be shy to comment also what you guys suggest so that we can help each other in this journey of school. As always, may you guys have a kawaii day. Bye!